McKenzie Scofes here with Michigan State head basketball coach Tom Izzo. Coach, great to be with you this morning.
Well, thanks, McKenzie.
So, best recruiting class you've ever had for this upcoming season. How are the expectations different?
Well, we're going to need a great recruiting class because we lost a lot of great players. Our senior class was unbelievable with Valentine and Forbes and Costello and Kobe Williman. And then to lose Deontay Davis, a kid of that caliber as a freshman, we need a lot of great talent coming in, but we really have it. I think we've got a little bit at each position, from a point guard like Winston to, of course, Miles Bridges, a great power forward. Nick Ward is a great center, and Josh Langford is kind of the versatile guy that can play a lot of positions. So if we coach him right, we should be pretty good.
Now, last season didn't end the way that anyone expected it to. What lessons do you take from that loss?
It's funny because when the game ended, everybody kind of wanted a reason and an excuse, and I had to say the other team made a lot of shots. The difference with basketball and like hockey compared to football, usually at the end of the day, the better football team wins. There's not a ton of upsets. In hockey, if you get a hot goalie or if that puck just skates in a certain way, there can be upsets. In basketball, the three-point shot can create a lot of upsets, and they hit a ton of them. And they shot a very high percentage. So what I could learn is that, don't get off to a bad start. We're down 15-2, but I don't look at it as anything else, but our guys prepared well. We had an incredible year, and the negatives of basketball is one bad game. That's why they call it one and done, and you're going home.
Now, Draymond Green, your former player, had an incredible season in the NBA, has been such a powerhouse. Regardless of the ending, what in your eyes contributes to his success?
Well, there's a couple things that contribute to Draymond's success. He has a tremendously high basketball IQ. I mean, maybe as high as any player I've seen, more in the Magic Johnson caliber of basketball IQs. And then he's got a tremendous toughness about him. He's physically tough, he's mentally tough. You put those two things together, and he becomes a good passer, a good shooter. He can defend even though he's not real quick. He can guard bigger guys even though he's not real tall. He can guard smaller guys. He just has the ability to do a lot of things, and most of it is from a high basketball IQ. And so he's been I guess, a pleasant surprise. And when people ask me all the time, do you think he was going to be that good? I wish I could lie and say I made him that good, but I can't. I didn't think he'd be that good. And hats off to him that he's taken his opportunity like I've done, like you'll do hopefully someday, and he's made the best of it.
And you teach your players, just like Draymond, that Spartan family goes way beyond the basketball court. How important is it for you to have these former players come back year after year?
Well, that's why the building we're in right now, we're building a hall of history here. I think tradition is a great part. If you look at some of the greatest programs in America, in basketball, when you look at a Kentucky or Kansas or, North Carolina, Duke, UCLA, even when you look in football, Alabama's been one that has just done it for year after year after year for many, many years. That's what traditions are. With a build tradition, you need to get the players that built it to come back and teach the younger guys. I always say with my own team, a player-coach team is better than a coach-coach team. When players take some ownership, when players want to help other players, that's when a good team becomes a great program. And so we're in the middle of it. We're not there yet, but we're sure getting there. And I do believe in the family atmosphere. And thank God I've got enough players that love coming back.
Now you're being inducted this year into the Hall of Fame. Such an incredible accomplishment. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you ever dream that you'd ever be in this position?
That's kind of like Draymond's question, where no, the answer is no. I never dreamed I'd be in this position. Coming from a small town in the UP, it was a dream just to even coach here, then to become the head coach here, and then to get to the Final Fours and the things we've done. But the Hall of Fame is something that, what's great about it is it's a personal award that is accomplished by what your team does for you. And so somehow, some way, I hope on that night of induction, enshrinement, I guess they call it, I'm hoping that all the players can take a little feel good about helping me get there, like I help them fulfill their dreams and goals. And that's what makes it so unique.
Thanks, Coach. Always a pleasure.
Thank you.